Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, and we're going to be starting a playthrough of Remothered Tormented Fathers. I will be continuing until dawn, but I would just like to end up getting other games started as well, as I have a lot that I would like to end up doing playthroughs on, and well yeah, let's just get started now. First one. Okay. Diary. Okay, so there will be collectibles in this game. Diversions, throw diversions. Okay, okay. Okay.
So, is it all true?
What have you heard already?
That illness. It thickened the bones. It accelerated the healing process and tissue regeneration. Is that all true?
Every word.
But if that's what it was doing, why call it an illness?
The Lepidopterans made a nest out of the human body where they could eat and multiply. An illness is what it is.
But then,
Where do you want me to start?
from the beginning.
I'm old, Mr. Manny. My memory is not one of my strong points.
Well, for example, why do they call you Madam Svenska?
A name is just a trace. It is our business card, our identifier. It presents us to the world. But does it tell our story or really describe who we are?
I swear I know 3 or 4 idiots with the same exact name.
Well, yes. But we are not made of that name. It is given to us. Other people choose it for us, whether it suits us or not. It doesn't tell us who we really are. That name will not give us any answers. It is only through growing old that we become the answer to the questions of our childhood. And living in Sweden the last 30 years has definitely inspired this affectionate moniker. And so, Madam Svenska, it is.
And yet you come back to Italy. Why?
Because I forgot. But I also forgot that I had promised to remember.
Tell me.
Please excuse me. Sometimes my memory needs to be jogged. There's always been a song that, as well as the name you refer to so much, has labeled my whole life, has given it a name, and it's from a name. If you can believe how bizarre and sometimes unbelievable my confused memories are to describe that all this began.
Say goodbye, hearty frost from my eye. If you leave me, sure you miss me. If you fly, you lose something in the sky. Come on, let's dance. We don't have any chance. Give me a kiss, so you know what you're gonna miss. If you fly, you lose something in the sky. Listen to me, the romance leave us free. There needs to be taken care of.
as if it's gonna rain again.
Excuse me for not talking during the intro. I didn't feel like I wanted to interrupt all of that, which, I'm gonna be honest, actually got me really hooked into the game. Okay. I don't know. I believe I saw yeah, that was a sprint button. Not this way. Okay. Alright. Oh wait, our character actually gets tired of running. Alright. You okay? Alright. New collectible unlocked. Missing since Thursday, October 14th, 1971. Last seen 4 p.m. at Recreation Ground in... I don't know what that is. Date of birth, February 8th, 1958. Female, white, 13 years old. Light blonde hair, blue eyes. There's the picture that our character was just looking at, I think. At last, blank, wearing a white dress with bows, white shoes, and tressed hair. I'm Susan. I guess that says persons. Any information are requested to call. Okay. I do know that this game is kind of following the mechanics of like Clock Tower and stuff, which are very good games. And I know that commentary kind of like takes away the feel from that. But I want to do commentary since cut here, cut there. Sears. On screen, October 31st, 19... Okay. Where was I? Oh. I feel like I'll just be quiet whenever I feel like it's necessary. Since I pretty much... Okay. I don't even know our character's name yet. I feel like I'll just quiet down whenever I feel it's necessary, because I don't know where to go in this game. And if it's anything like those games, it's gonna be a lot of me walking around. I always feel anxious when looking at some icons. Icons in mirrors.
Who is it?
Yes, hello. I'm Dr. Reed from the Santa Margarita Institute.
I'm sorry, but Mr. Felton is no longer a patient.
I know. This is why I'm here. Hello? Anyone?
Okay. I'm gonna assume there's nothing down there, so we just... Okay, my camera locks. I can't look around. Oh, that objective sound is... Oh yeah, I might just want to be quiet to hear these like objective, like confirmations. These sound really nice. Really like this garden. Doesn't look like there's anything to check out here. I guess I'll just go up here then. I want to see how long our sprint actually is.
Hello? The gate was open. Are you there? Hello? Is anyone there?
Locked. Okay. I don't think we got to see the limits of our sprint, but I feel like this is necessary information for me to have. Sorry? She is running in heels. She is a champion. I guarantee you wouldn't get caught in any, like, horror movie. Alright, we'll be honest, the breathing is becoming a little too much. Oh, this is cinematic. Okay. Can't say stop breathing already, because that's a natural reaction. I also am not sure where I should end up, like, ending some of the videos for this game, because if I'm correct, it doesn't have, or it has chapters, but the chapters are really long. Definitely anguishing. So I think I'll just end up ending it when it becomes, or when I feel it's appropriate. And I'll still continue recording even after I end up doing one of the endings. Cutscene. Didn't you just finish smoking one?
Yes?
Good evening. I
Miss
am...
Reed, you already told me at the intercom, and as I already told you, Mr. Felton is no longer a patient at the Scientific
I know.
Institute.
I came here voluntarily, outside the Institute.
So what do you want?
I am personally re-examining your case. Causes, reagents. I strongly believe there are alternative ways and probably other experiments that are worth a try. I am fighting with the Institute to recognize there are other adequate remedies for your husband's
Oh,
pathology.
no, please. I'm just assisting him. I'm his nurse.
I didn't know.
It's okay. I suppose you want to talk to him.
Thank you.
I apologize for the darkness, but Mr. Felton's sight has been damaged and immensely compromised because of the disease. Anyway, I am Gloria. Oh, and please, refrain from smoking inside. Mr. Felton hates the smell of smoke.
Sorry.
Hates the smell of smoke, but there were 2 other cigarette butts in that little ashtray. Okay. Trophy
Please,
earned the
this
arrival.
way. Bad habit.
Smoking?
Yes, such a shame. You should quit. You have no idea how bad this is for you. Not only for your health, but it's also very expensive. Money and time wasted. I have so much to do every day. I couldn't waste time with such a bad habit.
Do you assist Mr. Felton all day?
Oh no, from midday to 8 p.m. Then I go back home. I live near here. If needed, he can contact me with a pager, but that's not often. His wife takes care of him when I'm off.
What can you tell me about her?
I met her just a couple of times. She's usually out or locked in her bedroom when I'm here. Let's say they don't seem to get along.
I didn't know.
But, you know, when she's home, she listens to the same music, the same song, over and over.
I was just gonna say that all the volume is like...
This way, please. Mr. Felton will be here in a few minutes.
Okay.
Is our character just... Okay, that's our idle movement. It's gonna end up saying that when we were walking in there, like, I could hear every, like, individual footstep in, like, my headset. The coronation of a virgin. The young girl gazes into the sky above with stunned eyes, and a light hits her. But something is out of place. From the dark sky that threatens storm are descending the heinous hands of stranger creatures. This picture makes me feel uncomfortable. But I was just saying that it was like I could, like, all the walking would be like moved around when I looked around. So I think I'm gonna have to rely on my hearing for this game. So, inventory, patron, entrepreneur, and even entomologist with a green thumb. I'll have a reason to pretty much stay quiet. I saw something in that desk, but I'm just... Is this his study, or is this a library? Because if this is, then I want one. This is me looking at the diary. Objectives. I can't look at tutorial. No, what if I forget? Oh, this is a different room. Never mind. Yeah, like that stepping just sounds so, like, out of place. I can change camera views, though. I can't do it now, so sprinting. Oh, I gotta walk all the way over there again. Okay, I will check the sprinting button every now and again, just so I know when I can and I can't. Is that a... Probably a letter opener. Mr. and Mrs. Felton's farm, Rosso Gallo. Closes, danger of contamination. Excuse me. Wyman and the Feltons indicate for alleged criminal activity against consumers and production employees. October 2nd, 1971, the Rosso Gallo farm, pride of the Gallos, closed due to suspected contamination. It has been reported that many products have been infected by a toxic pollen that could be the cause of severe parastosis. The owner Ariana Gallo, top right. Oh, it's on the... I can't really look at the picture. Her husband, the Notori, Richard Felton, bottom right. Professor and the company's partner, Albert Ellis Wyman, large picture, are under investigation. Okay, wondering if that has anything to do with why we're here. The latter has been allegedly accused by Felton himself of having used the company to carry out pharmaceutical experiments, taking advantage of corporate funds at his will and deed. The warning came from the residents at the company's headquarters, the Ashmans, who managed the building and supervised the harvesters, the sisters of the adjoining convert. Photo. Seems like there's something written on the back too, since it says look at the other side. Among the reported symptoms, painful ulcers, vomiting, proliferation of parasites, and in some cases, keratosis. Photosensitivity. Following the heavy allegations, both the Feltons and the Ashmans received numerous threats from Wyman himself, who has been removed from the Order of Physicians today. Wyman stated he was shocked by the charges and pointed his finger to his former business partner, Richard Felton. That's our guy. He personally funded me. Okay. It was worth noticing that Felton himself, like his father, promoted and funded the Phenoxyl Project. I'm pretty sure I'm saying that wrong. A drug which Wyman himself was nominated for the prestigious Medicine Award in 1957, but that was retired from the market a few years later due to the disastrous side effects. Meanwhile, even at Felton's house, which was used as a location for product distribution, the activity ceases. As a result of the scandal, the Ashmans and Feltons also broke off any kind of relationship. As a matter of fact, the Ashmans claimed a substantial refund for the damage they suffered because even their children had been infected, and as a consequence used as unaware test subjects. Well, that's just messed up. The authorities assume that the contamination has developed from the groundwater, but only used for the irrigation of nearby plantations, but also as a common source for the Ashmans and the 12 sisters of the nearby monastery. It's the other side. Oh, okay, hold on. You damn son of a bitch. See what they write about me on the news. You wanted to tarnish me, but I'll get back at you. Oh, surely I will. Starting with your daughter. Well, those can't be good. You believe she doesn't know who her father is? I'm sure he would be glad I'm sure he would be glad to know that she's his daughter. This ain't good already. Show you've got some balls. Take your own responsibilities. What am I saying? Balls? You never got balls. Okay. Alright. Alright. Ooh, cutscene.
Do you believe in God, miss?
Well, It would be too easy, wouldn't it? I believe in people's willpower. Everything else is not God, but an aptitude or mankind's cruelty.
This is the kind of fairy tale I prefer at my age. When you're worn out from an incurable disease, you start having some doubts. Why is there so much life in such small but lethal creatures? An arbiter, that's all we need.
For what? It's wrong and crazy. It's human nature.
That same nature in which we are equals to those ants eating each other. But, pardon me, I forgot my manners. Please, sit down. Dr. Reed, I suppose?
Sorry, Mr. Felton. Pleased to meet you.
So you already met Gloria?
Yes, she let me in.
She's a great reference, extremely hardworking, but back to us. I don't recall seeing beautiful doctors like you at the Institute, Dr. Reed.
I am flattered, Mr. Felton. I arrived at the Institute just a few months after you left. And you left because?
Inadequacy of the sanitary treatments within the structure.
That's right. And in a few words?
In a few words, they didn't know how to treat my case, and they left me there to die.
But it seems that other issues took over.
I once or twice refused to go through exams.
Mr. Felton, is there anything I can do for you?
Oh, Gloria, yes. See if Dr. Reed needs anything.
Oh, no.
May I offer you a cup of tea or coffee? Espresso?
No, thank you.
As you wish. How about you, Mr. Felton?
No, thank you. I'll keep entertaining our guest. You can go now.
You're diagnosed? 1958?
Yes, indicatively. Some friends and I contracted the disease while traveling to Egypt, and it got worse.
In addition to the disease, the first exam showed some inconsistency. Some hormonal deficiency? Overdose of non-prescribed drugs, opiates? Phenoxyl? Wasn't it recalled in the mid-60s?
Doctor, don't you think that nowadays there are ways to obtain drugs without any prescription?
I believe so. According to your file, you still receive your disability pension. Even better, it seems that the beneficiary is your wife, Ariana Gallo.
Exactly. She's the one who takes care of me when Gloria is off.
How about your daughter?
My daughter? Celeste has never come back home.
Disappeared. She was adopted, am I right?
The investigators confirmed that she intentionally left. They never suspected a kidnapping since there was no ransom request.
How about Weeman? Wasn't he a suspect?
A flash in the pan, an idiot who brought confusion by sending warnings and threats.
And her birth parents?
Dr. Reed, young girls often decide to just go. And this is what my daughter decided to do.
Jennifer.
What did you say?
At times, you'd call her Jennifer.
No, my
Mr.
daughter...
Felton, what has really happened to your daughter?
I just told you.
How about the off-the-record version?
I am not sure where you're trying to go with this, but I won't tolerate... I don't have the strength for this now.
I know you've been trying to forget her, but this picture might help you to.
What is this? Where did you get this picture?
Isn't she your daughter? Celeste, or has you called her? Jennifer?
I asked you a question.
Back of the picture says Jennifer.
There is no Jennifer!
You thought I was stupid, didn't you, Mr. Felton? Do you really think I'd come here without knowing what I'm talking about?
Who are you, and why did you come here? Did you come to my home to threaten me with your condescending
Threatening
tone?
you? So maybe I should ask your wife then.
She's not home.
Seems like she is.
Mr. Felton, I just talked to the director of the Institute on the phone. They have never heard of Dr. Reed. She is not what she claims to be.
Well, Miss Reed, if that is your real name, your time here has ended. Please, leave my property. Miss Gloria will escort you out.
Please follow me.
Mr. Felton, please, tell me what you did to your daughter!
Good evening.
Follow me.
Mr. Felton.
You know the way. How do you even...
How do I do what?
How do you even sleep at night? You use people's lives regardless of the pain you cause. The Feltons have been through a lot. And they are good people.
Gloria, a young girl disappeared.
We all know the story, unfortunately. A burden that the Feltons will have to carry for the rest of their lives. Celeste just left them.
If that was the case, there was a motivation behind it. And it threatened her life.